So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 7 ways to build your emotional intelligence. It's come to my attention that in today's world, in the dating market, the new currency is emotional intelligence. So as a relationship dating coach, I am going to help you gain exactly that. So by the end of this video, I can guarantee you that you're going to know exactly how to go about building your emotional intelligence, or if you have built your emotional intelligence, how to take it to the next level. Okay? So stick with me as we go right through this. My name is Matthew Chibrog and I'm a dating coach. I've been doing this stuff, self-improving, 15 years. I help men, celebrities, different people sort of build their inner confidence so that they can attract the right people and build long-lasting relationships. Okay? So without further ado, let's dive in. Number 1, practice self-awareness. Now, this is deeper than just claiming you're self-aware. No, I don't just want you to feel, I want you to name what you're feeling. You see, this is level 1. A lot of people get stuck in this level because they say things like, I don't know what I'm feeling. And that is because you're not giving yourself time to feel. And because you're not giving yourself enough time to feel, what tends to happen is you either rush what you're feeling or you jump into reacting based on what you're feeling. So slow things down and acknowledge and name what you're feeling. So that's step 1. Step 2, manage your emotions. Now, in this level, you're not just pausing, but you're also managing. That means you're telling your emotion a command. You're angry, give it a command. Don't just waste it. You see, level 1, which is where a lot of people are stuck at. This is what's crazy to me. I think we've allowed emotional intelligence to be this thing that as long as you can name your emotions, you're pretty much intelligent. No. You need to know how to use it. And this is what level 2 challenges. Your ability not just to be a man, but to actually handle and give your emotions a command. Don't be your emotions bitch. Command your emotions. Number 3, develop empathy. Now this is a different level because you're not just commanding your emotions, but you're learning how to be kind and not necessarily no longer responsive to those emotions. You see, learning or developing empathy is the ability to take yourself outside the frame and look at the situation from someone else's perspective. And now for you to do that, you've given yourself time to not just acknowledge the emotion, but be very, very assertive with what emotion you're actually feeling. Okay? Now, you've defined it. You cannot do step 3 without 1 and 2. Okay? So with step 3, what you're doing is, think of a movie screen, right? And you're watching yourself in that movie. Have you seen how some of us are able to say to the guy, oh, you should have taken that corner. Oh, what happened? Damn it. I would have shot him right behind you. Right? You're so aware of what the guy could do. That's exactly what you should be able to do with your self-awareness. You should be able to pause, see yourself in a movie, be the director saying, cut, we're not going to do this because this doesn't align with where we're going, and change the narrative accordingly. Number 4, improve your social skills. Now this ties into social intelligence, which I spoke in one of my videos where I spoke about the different levels of IQs that you can approach and improve. But in this one here, you're not just understanding things from different perspectives, but you're understanding how to create connections. Think of yourself as a octopus, right? And you've got different branches going different places. The more you're able to move, the quicker you get, right? The quicker you are. So think of yourself as a fast octopus, or facts, because they're kind of slow anyway. So yeah, octopus is a good example. And you want to practice clear and respectful conversations, communication. But most importantly, what you want to do here as well is, someone gets you angry, you pause, you say, I can feel the anger surging through me, and I know anger's position is in the gym. So I don't need anger with this guy. Or I don't need anger with this woman right here. I need empathy. I need to be able to communicate clearly. So they've said something that offended you. Like, you take your time. Like, what made you say that? Or even a better response, I don't think I want to respond to that, to be honest with you. Or even better, how do you feel now that you said that? Does that make you feel better or less or more of a man? And they keep acting, but And because you're absorbing what they're saying and you're now packing that stuff in the gym, they are pretty much almost like, let's call this, they're almost like meaningless to you because they can't get through to you, right? Number 5, cultivate self-motivation, okay? Now, in this case and scenario, you want to, this isn't gonna come overnight. That's the reality of it. I wish I could tell you that after watching this video, you're gonna be emotionally intelligent and you're gonna know exactly what to do. This is a roadmap. You're gonna have to put in the work. And this is exactly what number 5 does. It sets you challenges. It challenges your reality. You know, a lot of these issues with emotional intelligence do stem from our inner child space. A space where we built, imagine you were this kid who built a system to protect himself. You know, at the age of 7, someone told you you're not good enough. So to protect yourself from being good enough, you either reacted in the opposite way, rebelled, or overcompensated. And because of this reaction, you've carried that all the way to adulthood because there was an autopilot. So until you confront your autopilot system and write down goals and break it down bit by bit, right? Or shred your old self, like some of us say in the self-motivation space or self-improvement space, you're going to struggle. So you need to set goals. This is uncomfortable, but you need to be able to confront yourself. And that's exactly what number 5 talks about, right? In my case and scenario, what I done is I didn't just write things down. I sat down quietly and listened to my own thoughts, right? One of the toughest things I ever had to do was this. I said to myself, I'm going to listen to a 7-year-old in me and allow him to speak. And I allowed him to speak, and he was saying everything he was saying, and he was saying things that if I got the good grades, my parents wouldn't have left. And I'm listening to him and I'm saying, I hear you, but you're not necessarily telling me the truth, because you know that if these things had happened, it wouldn't have made a difference. And because I'm accepting what this kid was doing, there's inner peace, or the connection formed within me. And this is what number 5 allows you to do. Number 6, handle criticism constructively. Now, it's quite simple. You want to see feedback as an opportunity to grow. Okay? You absorb the feedback and you say, what's the positive in this? This is all about giving yourself time to digest what's being said. Okay? Even if you're feeling something off, why am I getting defensive over this? Right? It's all about slowing down the whole thing down. Like, you need to just say, I want to give myself a chance to think about this. And because you're giving yourself time to think about this, you're able to navigate and take different directions. So someone's giving you feedback and they're saying you're terrible at this. Okay, cool. What makes you say that? Yeah, you could do better in it. Fair enough. I completely agree. And the more you absorb it and you're actually able to take the positive out of it, the easier it is for the person who's sending these things to either change direction or pretty much keep quiet, because the whole friction only happens when there's something that needs to be confronted. If there's a connection being formed, I'm sorry, but there's nothing for them to argue about. Your wife is angry. Why didn't you wash the places? Oh, why didn't you do that then? You're clashing and it's getting worse. Have you seen, I know some of you may have watched Dragon Ball Z. You know when the person's fighting and they're pushing right back? What happens when they're fighting Krillin? Exactly. That punch sends them right through. And I'm not saying you should be a doormat like Krillin, but you should know what battles to handle, especially if there's feedback or positive things you can take from that conversation. Last but not least, practice mindfulness and emotional regulation. You are not the temperature, you're not the result of the temperature in the room. You are the thermostat. So what that means is your emotions are going to go high, low, mid, neutral, and whatever the case is. As an emotionally intelligent person, it is your responsibility to turn that thing down or turn it up. You're at the gym, you're angry. You better know how to get angry, because that way is going to need a lot more than some David Goggins playing in your playlist. You're going to have to think about the things that were causing you stress, pain, havoc, and utilize that pain to push past the weights. You're in the gym, right? It's time for you to go into sparring. there's times where you're going to need to keep calm because you need to study the opponent. And there's times where it's time for you to punch and aim for the back of his head, because you're not just taking him out, you're sending him to Jamaica or Japan, wherever it is you're sending him to. That is all based on you being able to set the room of your emotions. So emotional intelligence is not weakness, it's the ultimate strength. And applied in different areas allows you to always stand out. Now, I really hope this video has helped you understand this. And if you want more coaching, more training into sort of building inner strength and the other topics that sort of be related, drop me a comment below and see what else you want me to talk about. I know someone said overthinking, which will be the next video. But yeah, I really hope this has helped you. And if it hasn't, I'm not sure why, because it definitely should have. But if you're interested in one-to-one coaching, definitely go below, book a call, and I'll see how I can help you build and embody the emotional intelligence that I embodied, as you can clearly see I shared with you. So without further ado, like I always do, I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.